Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis will likely have to speak to a federal judge to decide whether or not she will face fines for refusing to do her job as a county clerk and marry same-sex couples. Now, after the Supreme Court decided that same-sex marriage should be legal in the country, Kim Davis decided that she will no longer issue any marriage licenses to any couple as a way of protesting against same-sex marriage. As a result, she will now have to talk to a federal judge, and the judge will decide whether she faces any type of fine or if she should face any jail time because of contempt of court. I should note that she hasn't been fired yet because she was an elected official, and elected officials need to be impeached, and unfortunately that's a lengthy process that hasn't taken effect yet.
So they'd have to do a special session in Kentucky. They'd have to bring back the legislature to impeach her, which they're not going to do. That's very costly. So they'd have to wait till next year when they're in session to even take this up if they wanted to take it up.
When are politicians ever in session, by the way? A politician's job is the best job in the world because all they get to do is lie to constituents, and then they have these lengthy breaks. Recess from what? You're not doing anything. Anyway.
So literally, the politicians aren't doing anything, and in this case, the county clerk is literally not doing anything. She won't give any marriage license to anybody. Well, how in the world can you keep your job? If I'm a talk show host and I say I refuse to talk on air, probably going to need a new job, isn't it? Right? So if you're a fireman and you say I won't put out any fires for gay people's houses or straight people's houses, you're going to need a new job because that's the whole point of your job is to give out marriage licenses.
It's amazing. So this gay couple, this one particular gay couple, has gone to her 5 separate times demanding that she give them a marriage license, okay? But they refused to do so. The latest incident occurred when they went to her office and she turned them away again. Before retreating into her inner office, Davis asked David Moore and David Armold, those are the people who were trying to get married, to leave. It was the 4th time the couple had been rejected, and they refused. They said, we're not leaving until we have a license. And then she referred back to them and said, then you're going to have a long day.
It's so brazen. It's so brazen. So she reminds me of Muslim fundamentalist, of course. Her husband says that she is exercising God's authority. When did God pick her to be the Pope, right? So why does God need Kim Davis? If God doesn't want gay people to get married, couldn't he just end it himself? Couldn't he come down? I mean, he is the ruler of the universe, right? He is not only all-knowing, he is all-powerful. He can do whatever he wants. He created the universe in the first place. He created us. But he needs fucking Kim Davis to do his bidding? Same thing with the Muslim fundamentalists. Allah is this and this. And so he needed Bob Muhammad to come in and do his bidding for him. He needs your sorry ass to do his bidding? Isn't he God? I know. I quote this too many times, but as James T. Kirk would ask, why does God need a spaceship? Right? Why does God need poor son of a bitch Kim Davis sitting in Kentucky going, oh yeah, I figured out what God wants. I talked to God, I'm God's authority. God says that gay people are no good. They shouldn't get licenses. Does God spit as well when he makes these decisions? Okay, so if you want to do that, go become a preacher, a pastor, a reverend, whatever or a mullah, whatever you want to be, right? But you can't be a county clerk because your job is to give out marriage licenses. The Supreme Court says it's perfectly constitutional and legal, and you must do it.
Right.
She even said she wanted to be granted asylum for her conscience. Okay, I'd like to be granted asylum for my elbow. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. It's a made-up thing. The Supreme Court was like, and by the way, the Supreme Court filled to the rim with the right-wing conservatives. It was like, no. They just dismissed her case out of hand without even hearing it, right? So she has no legal ground whatsoever, but she thinks my law is above your law. Well, that's, again, literally not your job. Your job is to enforce this law, our law, the law we have decided upon, not you personally. If you'd like to exercise a different kind of law, well, then go get that job.
God, being hateful must be so exhausting, right? Where you dedicate so much of yourself to discriminate against a group of people because you believe that your religion states that you should discriminate and hate on them. And by the way, who wants to be part of a religion that preaches that kind of hatred? Right? Like, that's what kind of amazes me about these people who think God's almighty and, oh my God, this is a great thing. I mean, isn't religion supposed to be a positive in your life? Why are you following something that's so negative and so hateful and so hurtful to an entire group of people? By the way, last February, she unwittingly married a transgender individual, okay, granted her a marriage license, so let me tell you about that. I'm sorry, him a marriage license. So Cameron Colin, who decided to transition in 2010, and his wife, Alexis Colin, told the Courier-Journal that they had no issues getting the license when they applied to do it in February. They said that Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis had advised her staff to process the paperwork without requesting to look at Cameron's birth certificate, which still lists him as a female.
That's a good transition, by the way. I wouldn't have been able to tell. Not that that matters, but anyway, so this knucklehead has given out license. Whoa, no! I hope God doesn't strike her down, because she has violated God's authority.
I would love to follow her around and see which rules of the Bible she breaks on a regular basis.
The amount of shrimp she has eaten is unspeakable.
I love that you always go to the shrimp thing.
I'm agnostic. Imagine that I'm at the IRS and I say to the church, I'm sorry, you're going to have to pay taxes on the money you collect. They say, what do you mean? I'm tax exempt. I say, no. According to my religious beliefs, you have to celebrate Festivus. If you don't celebrate Festivus, well, you'll have to pay taxes like the rest of us. Well, my guess is that that wouldn't work out for me. Okay, I don't know why in the world we'd be listening to her religion any more than we'd be listening to my religion, or lack thereof.